Good morning. How are we? How the devil are we? It's Wednesday. It's Hump Wednesday as well. It doesn't mean humping as in humping. It means it's the middle of the week. It's all downhill from here. True story. So good morning, Jeff. Nobody playing golf there yesterday. 10 Celsius. Watching all you makes you look like a bunch of pansies. Yeah, we do go out in all weathers because we're a bit weird. I'm not going to lie. So how are we doing? How are we this fine Wednesday? I will apologise now if there's any banging because they're outside putting Velux windows in. And every now and again they keep having a bit of a bang and a crash out there. But it's all fine. It's all good. But I'm hoping they get them done pretty quick because the roofer can only... The joiner, sorry, he can only be here today. And he's doing the roof. So I'm like, please don't go until you've done the roof. It just means that the builder's going to have to take over and finish it off when he's done his brickwork at the ends. But they seem to be faffing about it, I think, a little bit with the Velux windows. They said to me yesterday, because they don't fit them all the time, you can quite easily forget how they fit. But that's fine. I trust them. They're here. What more can I do? What more can I do? It just means that after today, it should be a watertight unit. So I can go and dance out there if I want to in the rain because it doesn't matter, I won't get wet. So good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Matt. And good morning, Chris. How the devil are we, guys? What does your Wednesday hold for you? I am, again, interviewing. I've got one at 11:30 and I've got one at 2 o'clock, I believe. I'll just have a quick look. I've managed to get it so I don't have to put my laptop on to do this coffee morning because before, when we were in the office, you were restricted with YouTube. You couldn't go on YouTube because of the office internet restrictions. But because we're at home, I thought I'll just try it and I can get on YouTube on my work laptop. So it just means that I can use my work laptop to do the coffee mornings. And I haven't got to shuffle laptops all around everywhere. So, yeah. Good morning, Wayne. How are we, my lovely? Oh, good morning, Gary. Yes, I'm interviewing. I'm not being interviewed for another job. I'm interviewing people for an apprentice role within the company. So I did 4 interviews last week and I'm doing 4 interviews this week. And then we've got 2 positions available. So I've got to sit down with the 2 people I've been interviewing with and decide which 2 out of the 8 we want to take on. So I'm the common factor. I know, I'm common. What can I say? I just need to turn this heating off. I put the heating on earlier, so it was cold, and now I'm getting hot again. Yeah, so last week I was interviewing for the Sheffield office with a guy called Alan. And this week I'm interviewing for the York office with a guy called Richard. So first of all, they wanted a female on the interview panel. But they wanted continuity so that there's one person that takes part in all the interviews. So at least you've kind of got a bit of a feel for all the candidates. And I was asked to do it. So poor people being interviewed by me, eh? They're all right, to be fair. They're not bad. But the majority of them are obviously 18, 19-year-olds because it's an apprenticeship. But we have had a couple that are in the early 20s and one that's actually in the 40s. And she was very good, I have to say. So we'll see. We'll see who gets the job. So your online training with the company had a problem, so you need to do it all again. Oh, that is unfortunate, Chris. That is unfortunate. There's nothing worse than doing all of your training online and the computer crash. You have to do it all again. We get it sometimes with ours. The amount of times I've done the DSE assessment, the workstation assessments, I must have done one about 6 times, and each time it took an hour. So it kept crashing. It wouldn't let me get past the Earth. God, that's sick. But all is good. It is fun. Good morning, Tina. How are we? It's cold. When you say it's cold there, Tina, what is your cold? Because your cold probably isn't our cold. Great. Off out for 18 soon. Excellent one. Sebby. Oh, chill your beans. So I'm a little bit jealous, Wayne, because you're off out for 18 holes and I'm not. I'm stuck at work.
Sorry, I need to interrupt. I've just walked in and it looks like you've got a freaking halo over your head.
I have got a halo because I'm an angel.
Yes, you are.
I am an angel, obviously. Clearly I'm an angel. People on here will not believe that for a second.
She is.
They still don't believe it.
Yeah, she is.
Well, I hope you have a good round, Wayne. I hope you knock some good shots. Hit a few for me while you're at it. I could do with it at the minute.
Listen, I'm bringing the small person back later.
22 assessment to do before Friday. That's unlucky. Look who's back. Kate's back.
Look who's back. It's like Eminem, but less swearing. Sometimes.
Yeah, but we can't put the beeper on this.
All right, I'm going out. Right, listen, don't want jumping up when I come back. Small person.
Oh, you're going out for an hour?
Yeah, well, I'm going out for an hour. I'm not getting an hour.
Oh,
I'm heading over in that direction, so I'm over there because I've got to pick her up so early that I'm just breaking the jerk.
Whereabouts is she?
It's only at Sue's.
Oh, I thought it was like miles and miles away.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm kissing you as well.
Look at this. I don't know who's worse. Kate or the dogs. So Tina's cold in Melbourne. It's only 12 degrees. That's like our summertime, that, Tina.
God. Oh, God, you feel so much better.
They do, aren't they? They're very therapeutic dogs, aren't they?
They are so therapeutic. You aren't, but I'm joking.
Especially when they're all fluffy and cute and they just let you cuddle them like that. Good morning, Craig. How the devil are we? Anytime, Wayne. Anytime.
Right, guys. See you later.
Lisa says hello.
Hi.
From North Carolina.
Hi from North Carolina. Not to North Carolina.
And Chris has said hi from Norfolk.
Oh, hi, Chris from Norfolk.
And he says, how's the golf going? Note the silence. Note the silence. That's how it's going.
I need to get out on the driving range, but my coach hasn't been out.
Your coach?
My coach?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I can take you out anytime.
Oh, okay. We'll set up a date.
What time are you taking Attie back tonight?
Oh, I'm putting her to bed.
Because we're going to driving range tonight.
What time are you going to driving range?
Well, it's open till 9, I think.
Well, I'll message you when I'm
At
leaving.
what?
Yeah. I'll message you when I'm leaving hers, and if you're there, but check my club in the back.
I'll take your 7 iron in back.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Or you can use mine, whatever.
Yeah, well. Right, ladies, have fun.
Super. So where are we? Good morning, Graham. How the devil are we? Good morning, Steve. Lovely and sunny today. Tee off at 1:30. It's a little bit overcast here today. I don't care because I'm inside. But as long as I get the bit of brickwork and stuff on and the Velux windows before it rains. In fact, is it going to rain today? Let's have a look. Is it going to rain? No, it's not. It just looks like it's going to rain. But I hope you have a good round as well, Steve. So you, Steve and Wayne, very jealous of you both because you're both golfing today and I'm not golfing and I want to golf. I didn't want to golf at the weekend. I couldn't be bothered, but now I'm all right again. I want to golf. I need to go and golf. You need to go and golf. So we're going to the driving range tonight, as you just heard. And it's been a week since we had our lessons. We need to get onto the driving range and put some, actually get into practice about what we're doing with the lessons. Got one small niggle with that. I've done my arm in, which I'll tell you about in a minute. Your child is minus 23 Celsius. Minus 23 Celsius. You can keep that, Jeff. I don't want that. That's too cold. That is way too cold. Yeah. So Kate's back anyway. Obviously, she was away for a while we were in the lockdown wave. Last couple of months, she's been at her partner's house down south, or she's been at her mum's or various people's because of having to be on the vulnerable thing and having to shield and stuff like that. She's kind of stayed away. So has Taylor, but now it's all lifted. She's back. She's probably going to be here like half a week each week, and then she'll spend probably the weekends down with Nade or with a mum or when she's got Attie and stuff, because it's a bit thing with bringing Attie here at the minute because it's so chaotic. There's nowhere really for her to play. She can happily come and stay, don't get me wrong, but I think she's sort of not bringing her here because it's too mayhem. She is, however, coming for a tea tonight after she's been swimming. And she's not seen Luna yet. And she's not seen Saviour for a long time. So Attie is really looking forward to seeing them. And it's Attie's birthday in about 7 weeks. She'll be 6. So we need to have a party for her when she's 6, obviously. So that's weird. You watched the driving range video last night. Which one, Chris? The one with Kate or the one with me and Neil before lockdown? So you've got no rain forecast there for about a week. We've got none actually, Gary. Looking at the forecast, we've got today. It says it's light cloud and gentle breeze, and then it's sunny tonight. In fact, I think we're booked on to play golf tonight. I need to cancel that. Tomorrow it's sunny and light winds. Friday sunny and light winds. Saturday 15 degrees on Saturday. Oh, that'd be nice in golf. Sunny, Sunday. We've not got. It's showing the first bit of rain we've got on here is a little bit on the afternoon of Saturday the 1st of May, which is good, which is all good. I'll take that. I can get lots of building work done then. So travel restrictions in Scotland lifted from Monday. Excellent, Steve. Well, I'll speak to Lee this week and see if he is likely to be available on the Saturday. On that first week in June, we're playing Carris Green Wednesday, Penrith Thursday, Silloth Friday, and then we'll hopefully try and play somewhere on Saturday up over the border in Scotland. So I'll keep you posted, Steve. I think I've got your email address, and I'll keep you posted. I'll speak to Lee and see where he fancies and see if he fancies coming down. It'll be me, Neil, possibly Lee, and you. They might even get his dad down. So if his dad comes, or maybe try and get a few more people from up that area and make a couple of 2-4 balls up or something like that. So yeah, that's all good. And then we need to find somewhere. I need to find a Premier Inn for the Friday night, because it depends on where we stay. We may as well just drive home on the Saturday. Because we're stopping at Carris Green on the Wednesday as a bit of a treat. It's expensive, but it's a bit of a treat. Thursday we're staying with Bazza. So that could be an interesting night in Bazza's shed. I'm not staying in the shed. He's got a shed bar. It could get messy. So Friday night I'll get a Premier Inn, and Saturday we'll probably come home. But yes, I will keep you posted, Steve, and hopefully we'll get together and get around a golf. If Lee can't come, I'll have a bit of a look on the map. Whereabouts are you again? Are you Dundee? You Dundee? I'll have a look and see what sort of route we would take between where you are and where we are, and where we're going to be in Carlisle, and see if there's somewhere in between that might kind of fit the bill if Lee can't. But yeah, we'll try and get together, definitely. Oh, yeah, with Kate Spooky. Because that was ages ago, that, Chris, when she first... That must have been a year ago when she did that, just over a year ago. I think we did that thing with Kate before the first lockdown. I'm sure it was. But because obviously lockdown hit, and then everything's been all over the place ever since. And she's been sold a house, and then she's been here, and she's been at her mum's, and she's been at Nade's and everywhere. We've never actually managed to get together and get back on the driving range. Now, funnily enough, her partner plays golf as well, so she's got no excuse. So yeah, we're gonna go to the driving range tonight. We said anyway. In fact, while I'm on it, I'm going to cancel we were going to go out and play golf tonight at 6 o'clock, but because Attie's coming for tea, and we've not seen her for a while, so I'm going to cancel that tea time for today. We'll see Attie. We'll have tea with Attie. When she takes Attie back, we'll go to the driving range and we'll maybe see her up there. Whether we'll do any filming tonight, I don't know, but we'll see. Shall see. Melee, pony on golf. That'd be a right setup, that one, it's Steve. That'd be a right lineup for a golf game. Awesome. I'll see if we can sort that out then, Steve. I'll see if we can sort that out. You're just scrolling through random videos. I mean, she weren't doing bad, to be fair, considering she'd not really played golf for like forever. And when she had it, she'd kind of like just hacked the course up. She had no lessons, no consistent golf. So she didn't do bad when we actually started doing a few lessons on the golf course. She's got potential. She just needs to stick at it and practice. But of course, we all need to practice, and none of us do. Well, not very many of us do. We always take it to the golf course and practice on the golf course. which is the last place you want to be practicing, especially when in a match. Nightmare. So yeah, so that's our plan tonight. We're golfing on Saturday morning. What time are we golfing on Saturday morning? 10:20 we're golfing on Saturday morning. And we're playing with Neil's son and his mate. Oh, and 20 minutes after us is Kev Casper and Jordan and Kev's father-in-law, Tony. Well, there's a few people that we know were playing around us this weekend. How interesting. Golf course is the best place to practice. It is, but not when you're in a match. It's the last thing you need to do in a match. The problem is, right, and I'll be honest here, range work is boring, but range work is good for getting your technique. When you don't care if you shank it left and centre because it doesn't matter, you can drill down on your technique. However, hitting off the mats and hitting off the grass, completely different. So although I was hitting it well on the mats, as soon as I got on the green, on the greens, on the fairways, I would duffen it slightly because it's like you're a different scenario, right? I'm on the range with my coach, and this is what I need to do. Fine, take it to the course, and I haven't got my coach with me, reminding me what I need to do, and I forgot a little bit of it, so I'll just hit the ball, and then you forget the techniques that you've been trying to do when you're actually in your lessons. And then halfway through my round, I sort of think, I forgot. I remember now. I need to do this. And then I start doing this one bit that I remember doing, and then I forget another bit. So I've got about 3 things at the minute I need to remember when I'm doing my downswing. One of it is kind of getting drilled in quite well. The second and third ones are new last week, so I need to start thinking. When I think about them, I forget about the one that's kind of like starting to get embedded. It's weird as anything. But I tell you what was weird last week. When I did my lesson, I was hitting 7 irons, poker straight down the middle, no problem, getting some really good distance on them as well. And then he put the because obviously I've said before, there's a TrackMan up at the driving range. We did a little competition because you can, on the TrackMan, you can obviously just do like your distances and just bang balls left, right, and centre, and you can do like your gapping, or you can play like little competitions. And it brings up like a little map on your phone of where all the little TrackMan things are out on the course. And it'll say like that from your bay, that one's 54 yards. That one over there is 125 yards. That one's 180 yards, or whatever it is. And you play a little game, and it flashes up which TrackMan you need to be aiming at. You need to hit the ball to. So you then got to think about, right, I've got to hit the ball 125 yards. What club do I need to take? So you take your club, and then you need to line up, obviously, because the bay goes like that around into the field. You're not always aiming straight where the mat is. You need to aim to the target. As soon as we did that on our lesson, I went to crap. Absolutely went to crap. Couldn't hit it. Yeah, as soon as I started hitting straight balls again, all fine. But as soon as I had something to aim at, couldn't do it. Could not do it. It was like the pressure. It was almost like the pressure of a game because I had something to aim for. I had a specific target. It just, my brain just went blur. So he said, that's a good one to practice. When you're up at the range, doing your practicing, that's a good one to put you under a little bit of pressure, because it's all right hitting ball after ball after ball, and you're thinking, yeah, I've got this. But as soon as you change your thought process, things change. So that's what my little plan is when I'm up at the range now practicing. I'm going to do half a session where I'm just hitting the balls for the technique, and then I'm going to do half a session where I'm actually playing the games on the TrackMan to kind of like get where I'm going. Wish me luck. I think if I can nail down that, I think it will stand me a better chance on the course. I think. The practice on the course makes you concentrate more as your consequences. Exactly, there are, Graham. That's the problem. But did you find though, when you're in the problem I found when I'm on the course and I'm aiming, so certainly at my own course, at other courses I don't do this, but if I'm at my own course, say I'm on the first tee, I look and think, right, If I don't, straight away, when you're on your tee, you say in your head, if you don't hit this right, you're going in trees. So you're putting that thought in your head straight away. And what happens? You go in the trees. And it's the same every time because you know where you normally go on your own course. It plays in your head, and that's where you hit your shots because you're telling yourself that's where you're going to go, and that's exactly what happens. And that's why I think sometimes it is good to get out of the habit of playing at your own course. And this is partly why I initially didn't want to join a club, because I want to play at different courses so I don't get complacent. It's so tough. It's so tough. For tee shots, range are okay, but do you think pitch and putt is better for your game? Yeah, we've got a specific practice area as well, Chris, at ours. So at our driving range, we pay, I think, £75 a year each, and that gets us access to all the putting and the chipping in the pitch and putt area. So you've got a 9-hole course, and then you've got all these practice areas, and then you've got the range. If you go and hit the range, then you can go and use the practice area. But if I just wanted to go purely to use the practice area, you can't unless you use a range. But if you pay £75 a year, like academy membership, I think they call it, you can use all the facilities. Plus, you get 10% off your range balls as well, and 10% off your drinks. So you do get a little bit of perks by being like an academy member. I just haven't had a chance to use it because I've been locked down. Yeah, it is really good actually, Graham, the TrackMan, and I must admit, it puts it on when you first do it. I think when I first went on ours, it almost put me not in a bad frame of mind, but because I wasn't hitting the ball as far as I thought I did. So it is a bit of a reality check in a lot of ways, because obviously it's measuring carry, but you can also change the setting on it to say what your total distance would be, but also change it for a premium ball as well. So there's different settings on the TrackMan thing you can adjust it to. I think all of our range balls are brand new Callaway ones anyway. They've just changed them all. So they're not bad range balls, if I'm honest. But the mats are hard to line. It is. See, I don't tend to use the lines on the mat anyway, Graham, because I don't tend to go into the bays where they've got the lines on them, if I'm honest. Situational practice, yes, I like that. Block and random practice is best. What's block and random practice then, Gary? Is that what I was talking about? Doing a bit of the focus stuff and then just mixing it up with different targets. Is that what it's called? It is, Graham. The negative mindset. It is negative. It is negative mindset, but it's just that. Well, I always go here, so I'm going to go here. And it's habit. It's almost habit, I think. And he just needs something to break that habit. And that's a lot of Neil's problem, because when he does shots, he gets there and he's like, he's straight away. I've not been hitting this club very well lately. Well, you're not going to now, are you? Because you just told yourself you're not going to. And it is that you need to tell yourself positive things. Positive, positive, positive. Yeah, 100%, Graham. It does have pluses and minuses because you know the course, you know the pitfalls, but that is also a minus because you know the pitfalls. Sometimes it's better not knowing, just kind of hitting into the unknown. I practice at your new courses, quality range. Oh, you got a range at your new course, have you? Yeah, excellent. That's good then. The Golf Shot app has a caddy that gives you your club option. What you need that though, Jeff, you need to know your distances before you can set that though, can't you? Because if you don't know what distance you can carry your clubs, your little Golf Shot app won't know which ones to tell you to use. Yeah, they're not great hitting off the mats, are they, Lisa, at all? I mean, we've got the ones at our range. They're like I think I can't remember what they call them, but there's something like they're like real feel mats. They're supposed to feel like you're actually hitting off of the grass, and they're not. They're not quite as bad as some of the mats, but they're not quite hitting off grass either. They're kind of like an in-betweeny. It's because they've got like a strip in the middle. You've got like the normal mat either side, and then the strip in the middle of the mat, which is supposed to be like a true feel, or I don't know what to call it. Block and randoms. Oh, okay, I get you. It's very difficult to go between Parkland and Links. That's true, Steve. Yeah. See, most of our courses here are Parkland courses. We do get quite a bit of roll actually on our Parkland course, mostly because it's a lot of it downhill. So you can catch the banking on the downhill, you get some right work on it. It's great. But then you come to rely on it, and then when you need it, it's not there. Oh, I see. I get you, Gary. Dr. Martella's audio book. Golf is not a game of perfect. I think I need to get some audio books. I've got a couple of golf books. I've got the Inner Game of Golf, and I've got I think it's one of Jack Nicklaus's books. I think it is. The problem is I don't ever sit down and read, and when I do, I get so far and then I lose interest. But I say that I did get the Inner Game of Golf over a year ago, and I haven't picked it up since. I think audio books are the way forward. I could sit and listen to that while I'm working. Maybe I need to do that. Dr. Bob Rotella. I need to write that down though. If I don't write it down, you know me, memory like a fish. New note. Dr. Bob Rotella. Rotella. No, it's not. I will do that. I've written it down then. I can do it now. I've written it down. So you went to range and typed how many yards in the app adjusted when you play around. Oh, okay. I suppose if you get an app that actually that you find helps you, then it's the way forward. But okay, thanks. Yeah, I think with apps, the problem you've got as well with apps is some clubs that you go on. Some clubs that you go on don't like you using your phone. So if you do happen to rely on an app on your phone to sort of help you out with what club selection, in some instances you won't be able to use it because of having your phone out. So it's certainly worthwhile everyone having a gapping session, purely because it will open your eyes as to what you can actually hit rather than what you think you can hit. And I think that it's worth having a notepad or something in your bag. You know, like caddies do. You can be your own little caddy and like pro player, like 7-iron, carry 110 yards. So you can look at the distance and right, it's warm, dry, I've got to hit 130 yards to the centre of the green. If I take my 7-iron, it's slightly downhill, that's going to roll. Do you know what I mean? So you can kind of adjust it yourself. Otherwise, if you know it's cold and it's wet and boggy and you've got 130 yards to go and you can only carry your 7-iron 110, for example, you know you need to go to a wood or something because you're not going to get any roll. Unless you thin it, of course, then it's going to go forever. But, of course, we don't play for thins, do we? Or do we? I don't know. Do we? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, so everyone does need to know the numbers 100%. See, I'm kind of in that halfway house at the minute where I want to go and do a gapping session with my clubs, but in 2 weeks I'm going for a fitting. 3 weeks I'm going for a fitting at Torex. So there's a chance I could be getting some different clubs. So it's like, well, do I go and do a gapping, or do I not bother and wait till I get my new clubs? But I'm sort of on the fence and think, catch you later, Tina. He's made coffee and dessert. Can I have some, Tina? Send me a picture of what he's made you. Yummy, yummy. Love a bit of dessert. So I'm sort of thinking because I could be waiting a month or so before I get my new clubs. If I indeed I get new clubs, you might turn around and say, actually, my clubs are all right for me, so whatever. So I sort of think it could be like 2 months before I get any new clubs, and obviously I'm still going to be using mine between now and then. So I do think it's going to be beneficial to do a proper gapping session. Maybe I'll film it. I think I need to film it. I'll go to the range tonight and I'll get some proper practice in, because what I need to do, I need to my backswing down. I'm going to tell you about my arm as well. As I'm bringing my backswing down from here, I need to sort of tuck this arm in and bring it down as I'm coming round. But I need to not do that. I need to sort of do that and come through the ball. That's what I'm working on at the minute. Problem is now, do you remember? You might not remember. Probably nearly a couple of years. When I first started on the YouTube thing, I had a problem with this arm, and then this shoulder froze. And then I had to, about 14 months ago, I ended up having hydrodilation in the shoulder, which is like they inject water, saline fluid into the shoulder joint to help unfreeze it. Anyway, it worked a little bit. It probably took until mid to end last year for it to properly unfreeze. But before it froze, I was getting a lot of pains down this arm. Well, this arm is doing the same now. So this arm's going exactly the same way as that did before it froze. The only problem is I've got to be careful that this arm I don't get lymphedema. So Neil's like, just be careful. It's just the shoulder's starting to freeze up. So my shoulder's freezing. I can't do a lot of exercises that I'm supposed to do every day. So I potentially got about another year where I can't move this arm properly. It's not going to stop me swing, because I can still kind of come out and do that. But last night we took the dogs out for a walk. We had them on their extendable leads. We took them to a field so I could a bit run around. I had hold of them, and they both legged it on the leads. I didn't trust them off them yet. They both legged it. And of course they got to the end of the tether, and they just stopped like that and yanked them back. Not on the neck, so it was on the harness. But as they kept on going, it proper yanked my arm forward. Oh my God, I felt like my arm had been pulled out of its socket. It actually dropped to the floor like a sack of spuds. It hurt so much. Good morning, Kent. Hi and bye from you today. No worries, Kent. You're obviously very busy at work, as you should be. So we will catch you tomorrow or Friday. Your son thinks it slows play, but you don't think so. Once you get, that's the thing, Jeff. I think if you get used to an app, it's all right. But it's that getting used to it. That's why we used to put our numbers into our shots into an app each time we take a shot. But the problem with that is, one, you have to get your phone out, put your number in, put it away, and it's not a lot, but it does take time. So now we just write them all down on a scorecard and put them in at the end. Because the other thing is, if you put them on the app, it gives you a running total of your points and your shots. And then your thermostat starts going up or down. You think, oh, I'm playing well, I'm doing really well. Or you think, oh, I'm doing rubbish. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Still have a cap in. Yeah, that's true. Well, to be fair, Chris, I'm not going to know what new clubs are the best. I'm going to leave that to the experts, because I'll be taking my my clubs anyway and hitting with my 7-iron, so he can get a gauge of where I'm at, and then he'll fit me from there. So this is another reason why I need to start getting my technique down between now and when I go for my fitting. I think I've got another lesson between now and then as well, actually. Oh, good. You work today. No worries, Kent. We still love you. So Ali loves the shot scope watch. Yeah, it is good, the shot scope. Yeah, we've got the shot scopes. In fact, Lisa's got one as well. How are you finding yours, Lisa? You still enjoying it? I've not tracked mine for a while, if I'm honest, because I've taken my tags out of my wedges, because I want to get my wedges re-gripped. Them new wedges, because they're a bit too thin. I need some chunky grips. So I'll take them on. I think they've got grips in on Monday, so I'll take them on Monday and get them redone. It's all good in the hood. But no, it is good that if you use that shot scope for what it's for, it's beneficial. But that tells you your total distance. That doesn't tell you your carry distance, which is still helpful. Don't get me wrong, it's still very, very helpful, because I used it for when I first got a member at the course. I think I started using it straight away. So that helped me massively, knowing roughly what I can hit my clubs. But now I've kind of gone that step further. I want to know what carry I've got in my clubs, not the total distance. as well as. But it is good to, it sort of shows you the shot scope. So if you've got a lot of 3 putts or whatever, it shows you where you need to be improving them. It actually shows you like your fairway percentages. So it has got some really good data on there. I must admit it, really good data. It is worth its weight in gold, absolutely, 100%. In fact, I've got the shot scope laser thing as well, haven't I? I've not really used that yet either. So I was going to use that to see if the watch and that do actually tally up, and I think they do. But the lasers, you've got to have a really steady hand with a laser, and I just need a bit of practice with it. But it is all about carry. You're absolutely right, Ken, because your carry, that's where you can adjust it for hot and cold and different conditions. 100%. Anyway, I need to get going in a minute, guys. I need to get ready for my next interview that I am delivering in 20 minutes. Use a rangefinder, you don't have slope, but it's quite useful to know. Yeah, the shot scope one's got slope on it. But again, it's sat in a cupboard and I need to take it out. But the thing is, because I'm not very good at using it at the minute, I'm conscious about using it if I'm out on the course and there's people behind me because I'm taking forever to bloody try and line it up. It's like, I'll just look at my watch, it tells me, off we go. It'd be really useful if the... But you can't, can you? You see, you can't even put a slope on the watch because you can't see. Scrap that idea. Stupid idea. Anyway, catch you later, Chris. You need to get on with stuff. So yeah, have a good day, everybody. Look at this golf chat on a non-golf channel. What's that all about? Again. Anyway, take care. I'll see you in the morning. 10:30. Stay safe. See you later.